Good morning student, how are you all? Welcome to the next session of class 9 physics. Okay, in the previous video we have seen the distance, displacement, two important quantities, okay, distance and displacement. And then we went to the very important one, that is scalar and vector. So now let's move forward, but before moving forward let's remind the important topic of the previous session. Okay, so student, we have taken the scalar and vector. Okay, scalar and vector are the two quantities, है ना, scalar quantity and vector quantity. अब जैसे देखो, scalar quantity are those which required only magnitude, no need of direction. Example what? First mass, second speed, then third one is what? Mass, speed, distance. So these are the example of scalar quantity. Whenever we talk about the scalar quantity, that does not require the direction. The quantity which requires only magnitude are called scalar quantity. Now vector quantity. What is vector quantity? A quantity, a physical quantity which needs magnitude as well as direction. Means when you are saying that I am running or I have the velocity of 10 meters, so that time you have to tell with this in which direction. The direction is very important. That's why that vector quantity is always needed what? A direction. So example of vector quantities are mass, so here force, second velocity, third is what? Displacement. Okay, so these three are the vector quantity. Student, I request you, you must post a question if you are not understanding what is scalar and vector, because scalar and vector are the very important terms. As I said in the previous video also, that scalar vector is very important for your higher studies. Even in the higher classes you have a separate chapter of scalar and vector. Scalar quantity, vector quantity, you have a separate chapter. So that's why you must go through what is scalar and what is vector. If you are having any doubt, you can contact me via email. Okay, the email address is given below, है ना, link जहाँ पर दी है वहीं पे आपको email address भी दिया हुआ है. You can send me an email asking your questions, doubt, queries, whatever. I'll explain this. Okay, so scalar and vector. Now after this scalar and vector, we have seen the very important term, that is distance and displacement. Distance is what? The actual path covered by an object is called distance. And what is displacement? Displacement is nothing but the shortest path from initial to the final position of the object. Okay, so that is called as what? That is called as what? Displacement. Distance is the total path covered, displacement is the shortest path between initial and final point. Now the next is speed and velocity. But before going to that topic, speed and velocity, you must know what is motion, because both, whether it is speed or velocity, both are the example of motion. So first you must explain what is motion. So see, if a object starts moving from A and after few seconds it reaches to the point B. Okay, now see, here it covers the distance, say D. D is the distance covered, and it requires the time T. Done. So whenever the object moves with respect to time, okay, or in a given time with respect to stationary observer. अब ये stationary observer क्या होता है? ऑब्जर्वर। तो जैसे देखो आप पहले यहाँ थे और यहाँ पर एक दूसरे पर्सन ने आपको ऑब्जर्व किया, आपको देखा कि ये यहाँ से इसको देखा कि पहले कहाँ था, यहाँ था, और उसके बाद फिर जब ये यहाँ से दूसरी जगह मूव हुआ तो इसके हिसाब से इसकी रिलेटिवली इस पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट की, सपोज ये ऑब्जेक्ट है, ये इस तरीके से बॉल, इस ऑब्जेक्ट की पोजीशन चेंज हुई विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू दैट पर्सन, तो ये हो गया आपका ऑब्जर्वर, है ना। सी, ऑब्जर्वर मे बी अ लिविंग थिंग, अ ह्यूमन बीइंग और एनी नॉन लिविंग थिंग ऑल्सो दैट कैन बी कंसिडर्ड एज अ ऑब्जर्वर, और इसको हम रेफरेंस पॉइंट भी बोलते हैं, रेफरेंस पॉइंट। ओके, सो मोशन की डेफिनेशन क्या होगी? whenever object moves in a given time with respect to stationary observer or with respect to stationary reference point, that is called as motion। यानी जब भी ऑब्जेक्ट अपनी जगह चेंज करेगा, लेकिन ध्यान रहे इफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज नॉट मूविंग इट मीन, और इफ इट्स नॉट चेंजिंग इट्स पोजिशन, देयर इज नो मोशन। मोशन के लिए उस ऑब्जेक्ट का अपनी जगह को छोड़कर दूसरी जगह जाना कंपल्सरी है, जाना ही होगा, तभी हम बोलेंगे कि देयर इज अ मोशन। और अगर वो नहीं चेंज हुआ, अगर उसका टाइम, जैसे ही टाइम आगे होता है और टाइम के साथ साथ अगर वो अपनी पोजीशन चेंज नहीं करता, तो देयर इज नो मोशन। एंड द सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज ऑब्जर्वर, और रेफरेंस पॉइंट इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट। देखो अब ये रेफरेंस पॉइंट को थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन दूर कर लो आप कि कैसे होगा रेफरेंस पॉइंट। सपोज यू एंड योर ब्रदर इज सिटिंग इन अ ट्रेन एंड रेलवे स्टेशन, जैसे गोंदिया रेलवे स्टेशन से आप जाने के लिए निकले, तो गोंदिया रेलवे स्टेशन इज योर रेफरेंस पॉइंट, एंड with respect to that reference point your train is standing there, and after few minutes your train starts moving, so reference point के हिसाब से आप reference point से दूर जा रहे हैं, है ना, तो there is a motion, yes there is a motion, क्योंकि जैसे जैसे टाइम आगे होते जाएगा, है ना, टाइम कवर होते जाएगा, वैसे वैसे डिस्टेंस भी बढ़ते जाएगा, या फिर उनके बीच का, है ना, बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है वो चेंज होगा, सो दैट इज मोशन। एक एग्जांपल, ठीक है, फर्स्ट केस, सेकंड केस। अब अगर आप और आपका ब्रदर साथ में बैठा हुआ है, लेकिन अगर आपने अपने ब्रदर को रेफरेंस पॉइंट अगर कंसिडर किया, रेफरेंस पॉइंट, ठीक है, तो देखो पहले जब गोंदिया स्टेशन में खड़ी थी, आपका ब्रदर भी आपके पास बाजू में 1 फीट दूरी पे बैठा हुआ था, और फिर थोड़ी देर में, फिर जैसे ट्रेन निकली उसके बाद थोड़ी देर के बाद जैसे जैसे टाइम आगे गया, वैसे उसके बाद देखा तब भी आपका डिस्टेंस उतना ही था, क्योंकि ब्रदर तो कहीं मूव नहीं हो रहा, आप दोनों एक साथ मूव हो रहे हैं, तो दैट टाइम देयर इज नो मोशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू योर ब्रदर, with respect to your brother there is no motion, but with respect to the station, yes there is a motion. So reference point is very very important while you are defining a motion, while you defining a motion reference point is very very important, क्योंकि कई बार फिर अब जैसे आपका ब्रदर बोलेगा there is no motion, क्योंकि तुम्हारे और तुम्हारे ब्रदर के बीच का तो डिस्टेंस चेंज ही नहीं हुआ, तो इसका मतलब मोशन है क्या? नो। So whenever the object changes its position in a given time with respect to a stationary observer, that is called as motion. Okay, so this is called as motion. So student, this is your definition of motion, and it is motion, a body is said to be in motion, a body is said to be in motion when its position changes with respect to the observer. Okay, with respect to observer, observer के respect में अगर उसकी position change हो रही है, so that time we can say that it is a motion. Student, I want to discuss one small technical problem that you may face, that problem that whenever I am moving like this, okay, or going back, so that time the camera auto focuses, and therefore it take 1 or 2 seconds to focus on the object, so that time it appears blur. So don't think that कि recording properly नहीं हुई है, but it's okay, है ना, वो थोड़ा सा focus करने के लिए 1 or 2 सेकेंड लेता है, ऑटो फोकस फैसिलिटी होने की वजह से नाउ डेज यू नो एवरीथिंग इज सो स्मार्ट, कैमराज आर ऑल्सो सो स्मार्ट, सो ऑटो फोकस करने के लिए वो थोड़ा सा 1 और 2 सेकेंड लेता है, इसीलिए वो आपको कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा ब्लर लगेगा, बट इट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम, इट्स अ advanced technology of the cameras, that is autofocus. Okay, so now let's focus on this, not camera, you focus on this. Okay, motion. A body is said to be in motion, that we have seen. A body is said to be in motion only when its position changes with respect to the observer, okay, in a given time. What I have written, a body is said to be in motion when its position changes with respect to the observer in a given time. In a given time, I can add here, in given time. Okay, in a given time. So this is the definition of motion. Now see students, in the previous class, the lower classes, you have learned the various types of motion, just like translation motion, non-translation motion, random motion, then vibratory motion, oscillatory motion, okay, periodic motion, non-periodic motion and all. But in the class 9, we'll restrict our focus only on the two things, that is a rectilinear motion, and second one is the circular motion, uniform circular motion. Okay, these two things we have to focus. So let's take that. There are several types of motion. If you request, अगर आप लोग रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे या फिर आपकी तरफ से अगर क्वेरीज आती है कि सर वी वांट टू रिवाइज दैट टाइप्स ऑफ मोशन एंड ऑल, actually this is not a part of your class 9 syllabus, that's why I am not taking it. You have already learned that. In this session we will study about only rectilinear motion and rectilinear के साथ साथ uniform circular motion. Now what is rectilinear motion? Rectilinear motion when object moves or the motion in a straight line. Rectilinear को शॉर्ट में अगर हम बोलेंगे तो क्या बोलेंगे? Whenever the object moves in a straight line. When the object moves in straight line. It is called as rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion. Done. So rectilinear motion कब होगा? जब भी कोई ऑब्जेक्ट अगर स्ट्रेट लाइन में जा रहा है ना, आइदर यूनिफॉर्म और नॉन यूनिफॉर्म भी हो सकता है या फिर यूनिफॉर्म हो सकता है, तो ऐसे मोशन को हम बोलेंगे रेक्टिलिनियर मोशन, व्हेन द ऑब्जेक्ट मूव्स इन अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, आइदर इन अ स्ट्रेट लाइन. अब ये हो गया रेक्टिलिनियर. अब इसके अलावा ऑब्जेक्ट कैसे मूव हो सकता है? सर्कुलर, इन अ सर्कुलर पाथ. सो दैट टाइम वी कैन से दैट इट्स अ circular motion, uniform circular motion. Okay, when the object moves like this, so as you know that drawing is not that much good. I have to attend the class of, I think, संध्या तिवारी मैम, जिनके पास से आप लोग सीखते हैं ना, उनके पास मुझे क्लास लगानी पड़ेगी शायद. ओके, सो whenever the object moves in a circular path, it is called as circular motion. When the object moves in a circular path, and if it is in a uniform time, in a fixed interval of time, it covers a equal distance, so that is the uniform motion. What is uniform motion? A motion that covers, or when the object covers equal distance in equal interval of time, that is called uniform motion. I'll take this in a detail also. Right now the circular motion when the object moves in a circular path, that is called circular motion. I'll take both the examples, both the type in a detail also, don't worry. But right now, see, speed and velocity. What is speed? Speed is total distance covered upon total time taken. Okay, speed is total distance covered by an object in a total given time. So how we'll calculate the speed? So let's take an example that a boy starts moving from point A, okay, and it moves 5 meter, then 10 meter, okay, 10 meter, then again say 10 meter, okay, here 5 meter, and here okay. So 10 plus 5, this one is 5 meter. Done. Now see, this object is moving from point A. It moves 5 meter distance first, then turn to the left, okay, then it covers 10 meter distance, then after 10 meter it covers again 10 meter distance towards left, then it moves towards right and covers 5 meter distance, then again it moves towards right and covers the 5 meter distance. So total distance covered is nothing but what? 5 plus 10 plus again 10 plus 5 plus 5. Done. Now let's consider that for moving from A point to this point, it requires say 2 minutes, here 4 minutes, here also 4 minutes, here 2 minutes, 2 minutes की जगह सेकेंड ले लेते हैं, 2 सेकेंड, 4 सेकेंड, 4 सेकेंड, 2 सेकेंड, 2 सेकेंड. Done. That is the time required. So now it is कितना total time है? 2 second, then 4 second, then again 4 second, and then again 2 second and 2 second. So it is equals to 10 plus 10 20, 20 plus 10 30, 30 plus 5 35. Now 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 4 what? 14. Now you can find it out in a decimal, that is okay. So either you can simplify this or directly you can write down. Now I am giving you this. चलो निकालो, बताओ कितना आया. You have 1 minute time. Quick, fast. Okay, first you have 1 minute to complete this. कितना है? So easy it is. Okay, so now it is 2.5 meter per second. Now how we have calculated this meter per second? See, the SI unit of distance is meter and SI unit of that time is second. That's why meter per second. Now just listen carefully, very important. Here we have calculated the total distance from point A to B and divided by the total time interval. So actually this is the total average distance, is it? That's why this formula is for average speed. Whenever we take that formula, that is average speed is total distance travelled upon total time taken. Then what is the formula of speed only? This is the formula of what? This is the formula of average speed. So then what is the speed? So formula of speed only, it is distance upon time. Okay, this is the formula of speed. Done. There is not too much difference, but here speed is the distance upon time and average speed is the total distance upon total time. Total time or total time interval. Okay. So average speed and speed, that is the difference. When we talk about speed, distance upon time. When we talk about average speed, total distance, total time taken. See, you can solve the numerical based on this formula very easily. Let's take one or two numericals. Okay. First one. First numerical. Okay. A car covers 70 kilometer distance in 2 hours. Calculate the speed in SI unit. Okay, a very easy question, very easy, but only one thing I have modified it in SI unit. So here you will learn how to convert kilometer per second, kilometer per hour to meter per second. Okay, so let's see this. See, to solve this numerical, what we use is first, that is given. This is the solution. Okay, given. What is given? First, the distance is given. Distance is equals to 70 kilometer. Done. Second thing is given is time. Time is equals to 2 hours. Done. The time is 2 hours. Now to find, what to find? Speed. Okay, speed equals to question mark. This is the proper pattern. First, this is your margin, first margin, left margin. Okay, and after left margin you have to write the given, give the comma, and then distance. Whatever given quantities are there, you have to write here only. Okay, and after this, imagine one margin here also, है ना, invisible margin. Invisible margin को इस तरीके से यहाँ से लेके चलना है. To find speed equals to, okay, so this. Now next one is formula. And what is formula? Formula is speed is equals to distance upon time. Done. So now solve this. हमें स्पीड ही निकालनी है, तो डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम, तो डिस्टेंस और टाइम लिख लेते हैं हम. सो हियर स्पीड इक्वल्स टू, डिस्टेंस इज 70 किलोमीटर एंड टाइम इज 2 hours. So it equals to 35 kilometer per hour. Done. 35 kilometer per hour. But if you read the question carefully, you will find that it says calculate the speed in SI unit. SI unit is the very important term, है ना. तो आप SI unit of the speed is मीटर पर सेकेंड. क्या है? मीटर पर सेकेंड. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस अब हमें किलोमीटर को मीटर पर सेकेंड में कन्वर्ट करना है. सो देखो एक सिंपल सी चीज है. हियर आई एम राइटिंग 1 किलोमीटर इज इक्वल्स टू हाउ मच? 1000 मीटर. Done. And 1 hour equals to how much? 60 into 60, 3600 second. Done. So here इसको आप ऐसे लिख सकते हो डियर. So now 35 multiplied by 1000 upon here what? 3600. So simplify it. Okay, so it is 350 upon 36 now. या फिर इसको और सिंप्लीफाई कर देते हैं हम. देखो अगर हम यहाँ देखें तो इसी को मैं और सिंप्लीफाई करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. इट इज 1000 अपॉन 3600. अगेन you can divide it by 2 5s are 2 5s are 2 18s are. So it is 35 is into 5 by 18. Okay, so now you can solve this. अब आप इसको सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. इंपॉर्टेंट है किलोमीटर पर आवर को मीटर पर सेकेंड में करने के लिए यू हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई विथ 5 by 18. दिस इज द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट. ठीक है ना, ये जो है ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है. डन. यानी जब भी आपको किलोमीटर पर आवर को मीटर पर सेकेंड में कन्वर्ट करना है, क्योंकि देखो बहुत बार न्यूमेरिकल्स में ऐसा ही दिया होता है, किलोमीटर में दिया है आपको मीटर पर सेकेंड में करना है, तो तब आप क्या करेंगे 5 by 18 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. क्योंकि देखो 5 by 18 को हमने एकदम शॉर्ट में कर दिया 1000 by 3600. सो नाउ हियर सॉल्व दिस. अगेन आई एम गिविंग यू 2 minutes टू सॉल्व दिस. चलो करो जल्दी, क्विक, 2 minutes. Complete it. I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, quick. Quick. So completed. Completed. What is the answer? It is 9.72 meter per second. So write down the answer. The speed is 9.72 meter per second. That's it. Okay, so that's all for today. In the next session we will take some more numericals. Till then, bye.